So we are here at the first episode on the week one of the first 26 episodes in the first half, as I said, of Miraculous Mondays. So this Miraculous Monday or Management Monday would be, you can say, including the practice management and the medical legal aspects or ethics. And today's session is also concentrated on these two topics as well. So all my presentations, be it small or big, be it large ones, they always begin with thanking the Lord Almighty. He's given me much more than what I deserve. And this is my brief CV. Most of you are aware of it by now, but still it is my duty to let me tell you all that what authority do I have to actually tell you a few things on these topics. Do I stand a chance in front of you or in front of your eyes or not? This is you can say, my brief CV, which is a testimony to that itself. So what are the topics I'll be taking up today? And again, one slide each, very simply speaking. So how to convince the patient for a treatment? Do we have any right to deny treatment to any patient? Can a patient abandon treatment midway? So again, a mixture of both practice management and MLE points, but let's quickly get across to the first thing. So how to convince the patient for a treatment? We all have multiple answers to that. People will say, go full Monty. You can say, go full blown on marketing, do everything. You can say to show off. You can use your before and after, just convey the patient, just build up an aura, just go about the brand imaging part. Yes, of course, external skill set factors are very important. But remember one thing, those all aspects are done only for one reason. They're only to pull the patient inside your clinic. What do the stars do? Of course, COVID times discounted. The Amir Khans, the Shah Rukh Khans, and the Hrithik Roshans and the Akshay Kumars, what do? They actually lure the patient to the cinema hall on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And what does that do? That makes sure that there is footfall, at least assured. Of course, in today's social media times, we can rest be assured that if the movie is bad, film is bad, it'll crash on Saturday itself. But of course, ignoring those parts, because everybody didn't go for the reviews in that part. But their main purpose is to pull in the crowd, pull in the audience to the theater. Similarly, the external marketing factors, lure, pull, whatever term you want to use, to the patient to your clinic. But once the patient steps into your clinic, your external marketing ceases to act. It is your internal marketing that takes over. The rules you follow in your clinic, the decorum you follow in your clinic, the system you follow in your clinic, the policy and procedures you follow in your clinic take over. And the primary thing in that is time. Spending time with the patient. Whether you have time to check the patient, whether you have time to convince the patient. Of course, you will say patients are well read these days. Nobody wants to spend some time. But you have to understand, if you don't have time, then you cannot actually convince the patient. Because the problem does not lie in the patient knowing all this. The patient still wants to listen all those things from you. If you don't have time to tell the patient, to convince the patient, to tell the patient about the pros and the cons and the, you can say, intricacies of the treatment, why do you expect the patient to get convinced by you? Coming to the second factor, the first consultation. I always believe that first consultation is one of the most important aspects, because that can make or mar the end result. That is always very important to convert a yes or a no. Of course, if you do not spend some good time with the, you can say, patient, you are not going to convey how you work, where you work, or you can say the system of working, the policy and the procedures, documentation you follow, the record keeping system you have. The patient has to be a party to all that. The patient has to cooperate for all that. And in all those things, you actually observe the patient mannerisms. You observe the patient behavior. You observe the patient cooperation. Again, you need the first thing, the time for that. These are all interconnected. Then comes the skill set, the third factor. Why do I mention the skill set? Because skill set is one thing which will actually ooze confidence once you convey to the patient. If you have not done the work yourself in your practice, trust me, no patient will be convinced. Yes, you may have, you can say, may not like to, you can say, agree to the patient, or you can say, convince the patient that yes, you don't do a procedure, you call a consultant for that. You convince the patient that you do it, and on the day of the procedure, the consultant turns up and does it. Isn't that, you can say, shattering for the patient trust-wise? You convey it openly. The patients will ask, "Kya baat? Aap nahi karte ho?" It is very common to answer these things. Do not feel, you can say, hurt by that comment of patient. You can easily answer the patient. Human body has so many specialities. Similarly, dentistry also has. You don't find a gynac being a skin consultant, or you don't find a skin consultant being an eye consultant, or an eye consultant and ENT consultant. So similarly, there are different specialities to deal with all. My specialty is this, but we do offer this facility, and all the things done in my practice are my responsibility. Even if you don't say it, it is your responsibility. Because anything done in your clinic, in your premises, even by your subordinate staff, even by your, you can say, consultant staff, visiting staff, or whosoever, falls into the vicarious liability under yours. So you need to convince. Now, coming back to the third factor, the skill set. The skill set is, of course, very important. But the thing is, the way you convey, if you're doing the thing yourself, if you're doing it in a manner that you should expect the patient to be happy, the skill set does the trick. Then, of course, the communication skills. You may be a very busy practitioner. You may not be having time. If you don't find the time to talk to your patient, you don't have good communication skills, of course, I'm really sorry to say that you cannot actually proceed ahead. Because communication is the backbone of any transaction, any relationship, patient doctor relationship, doctor assistant relationship, doctor staff relationship, or whatever, even your personal life as well. So communication decides that how far you can go when it comes to actually convincing the patients. Of course, then the fifth factor is the soft skills. Some market soft skills as the first thing. Of course, it is their choice, but then my viewpoint puts it at number 5. What are your skill sets as a business person? See, whatever you can say, it is a noble profession, dentistry. At the end of the day, if you are having I&E, income and expenses into it, it is, you can say, at the end of the day, a business only. You have to behave like a business. If you treat it like a business, it'll give you back like a business. If you don't treat it like a business, it'll do the same thing to you. And lastly, the confidence factor. If you don't have the confidence to convey, if you have slurring of speech, your shoulders are, you can say, moving, your gait is not, you can say, proper, if you're sitting, your eye contact is not proper, the patient asks you a certain thing, you are trying to look here and there, it actually tells the patient or gives the patient a very soft signal that yes, this guy is not confident, I am not going to risk my teeth with that. Of course, the question then comes that, do we have to convince all the patients? No. Usually this set of 6 principles happen only with the big ticket cases, or maybe the medium ticket cases. For a routine restoration, routine, you can say, extraction, or a routine other thing, you don't need to, you can say, go in for the much convincing part. It is only needed where the stakes are so high. And what is needed in all this is you convey the documentation part, the consent part, the record keeping part, which is mandatory for the patients to sign. And the problem is we falter here only. We don't convey them. Koi baat nahi, main dekh lunga. And when the problem comes in the end, colleagues have messaged me in the middle of the night. They have called me in the middle of the night just to convince her, ab ye kaand ho gaya hai, main kya karu. They literally mentioned to it as a kaand and said, when you were doing this thing, were you not aware of this kaand, फिर ऐसे बहुत सारे प्रोसीजर्स किए हैं पहले, but we were not really actually sure that this thing could also happen. So the answer is many things happen for the first time in your life. It does not mean that if something has happened, it will be that like that. So the bottom line is that if you have to convince your patient for a treatment, you need to have time. You need to have your first consultation schedule. You need to have your, you can say, soft skills. You need to have patience for that, of course. You need to have good communication, of course, coupled with a good skill set, and of course, oozing with confidence. So these are the, you can say, 6 factors for me, along with, of course, the documentation part, which will actually send across a message. Now, the question arises that are we the ones who have to do everything? Because you have to be very, 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 very skeptical of certain things. You are convincing the patient for the treatment. Now, it is your responsibility to complete the treatment. If you have not noticed the patient factors, what are the patient factors? I'll mention that. What will you do? Do you have any right to deny the patient? The law says you cannot abandon the patient midway. जिसको आपने इतना टाइम लगा के कन्विंस किया, उसको आप ऐसे नहीं छोड़ सकते. You have full right to refuse a patient at the start. Full right to refuse the patient at the start. But once you start, you cannot, irrespective of the fact, patient non-punctual hai, patient is not, behavior is not good, patient is not paying well, there is no ground for you to refuse the treatment. Mind you, you may do it, you may have been doing it in clinic, but medical legally you cannot do it. You have to complete irrespective of whatever problem you face. So if there is a long patient and you have to do both right and left sides, and you are not very happy with the patient, you say non-punctual hai, time pe nahi aata, time pe payment nahi karta, baat nahi manta, record documentation nahi sign karta, ये चीजें तो पहले ऑब्जर्व करनी चाहिए. Why do I mention first consultation again and again? क्योंकि यही सारी प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं. पेशेंट पेमेंट देके राजी नहीं है. पेशेंट पेमेंट देके राजी नहीं है means patient is not ready to pay. But then why did not you convey the full treatment? Full treatment charges, breakup of charges, how they have to pay, when they have to pay. Did you give them a treatment plan? That stage 1, stage 2, appointment 1, appointment 2, appointment 3. This is the tentative schedule. This is the way you have to pay. Did you give them? If yes, did you ask them to deposit some advance? Of course, some people say we take 80% advance. Then the 10% is paid by the patient at the end of the treatment. The 10% is still unpaid, and that gets unpaid sometimes. What does that tell you? That the patient might not be satisfied. But just because the 10% is not paid, you cannot abandon the patient. Even if 50% is not paid, you cannot abandon the patient. I'm telling you the legal aspects. Of course, you may be free to do physically whatever you're doing in your practice. Of course, I can understand that this will not lead to a very pleasant reaction from you. But that is how the law works. That is how the law works for us. I know this might be your reaction, of course, after having that slide, that we cannot abandon the patient midways. इतना जोर लगा के convince किया, अब उसको abandon नहीं कर सकते. Then what is the next thing? Can a patient abandon the treatment midways? Yes, surely, anytime. The patients have all the rights. What can you do? Practically nothing. नोट्स में मेंशन कर दोगे रिकॉर्ड कीपिंग के, उसके कार्ड पे मेंशन कर दोगे, उससे सिग्नेचर ले लोगे. आई एम नॉट गेटिंग माय ट्रीटमेंट कंप्लीटेड, आई एम लीविंग एट माय ओन रिस्क, आई वोंट ब्लेम द डॉक्टर लेटर फॉर एनी मिसहैप और एनी थिंग हैपेंस टू माय टूथ. पेशेंट सेज आई वोंट साइन, कर लो जो करना है. व्हाट विल यू डू? यू कांट फोर्स हिम. You can send a reminder afterward. Yes, you can. But these are the things you need to remember. These are the things you need to remember. That if the patient decides, even if you are in the middle of a procedure, you have given an anesthesia, you're doing a basic thing like a cavity prep, the patient still has pain, the patient says, sorry doctor, I have pain. Okay, fine, we'll go ahead, थोड़ा सा anesthesia और दे देते हैं. you give it, फिर भी है, probably it is already you can say close to expired, or maybe A fibers, C fibers of root canal interfering with your treatment. Of course, that is on the lighter side. Don't take me seriously in that part. But yes, the patients might be sensitive. The patients might not be having proper anesthesia. There are certain cases where it is a hot tooth where we actually cannot obtain full anesthesia. You give it, you again give it. Even after giving twice or thrice, the patient still says pain. And when the patient's patience is up, he raises the hand, sorry, I'm done. And the patient wants to leave midway. Sometimes we react in a strong manner. जाता है तो जाए, इतना तो कर लिया, प्यार से समझाया, माना नहीं. Sometimes we react in a polite manner. You can say comfort the patient, close the tooth. You can say at least not let the damage happen to any tooth, and then you can say schedule the patient for the next sitting. This is an ideal way to do it. But if the patient says, no, I'm sorry, I'm done, I don't want to, what will you do? At that point of time, you don't have your documents ready. That yes, I'm leaving my patient. किस पे साइन लोगे आप? क्लिनिक के पैड पे जो आपके पास रहेगा उसके पास रहेगा. उसमें विटनेस सिग्नेचर क्या डालोगे आप? Maybe your staff. But then many patients will refuse to sign it. I don't want to. I don't want to get any treatment done for me. Sometimes the patients have paid advance. They paid you 5,000 upfront, and it is their first sitting, and the first sitting has gone sour. And the patient says, आज का मेरा जो है लेके पैसे काट के मेरे को मेरा पैसे रिफंड दे. Sometimes genuinely you won't be having cash at that point of time. Maybe in the morning 5,000 deposit किया था, maybe नहीं है आपके पास. Maybe you don't want to refund. It is a catch-22 situation many times. So you have to be wary of these facts. इनकी सबका बेन कहाँ था? इनकी सबकी जड़ कहाँ थी? जड़ थी यहाँ पे. In this slide. When you are doing these things with the patient, you're spending time with the patient, you are assessing the needs and the wants of the patient. And when you're doing that, you are actually noticing the patient also, the patient behavior also. So अगर आपने यहाँ पे time spend किया है, trust me, you are not going to face much of a problem later on. Because over a period of years, you can say you develop that practice that when you see that, you know it, that this is the patient. Now, this is a situation when you have to think. I will be leaving you with these thoughts today, where you have to think that we are all so busy in our practices that सारा दिन आओ patients आते जाएं करते जाएं, and जब break लगती है तभी याद आती है मेरे जैसों की, of course. And that is where we need to put a pause. COVID 2020, or you can say the first lockdown of COVID 2020, March, April was a good time to put a pause to our life. बहुत लोगों की life रुकी, ठहराव आया. We look back. Yes, this is the race we were. This is the mad race we were running. But we are not. You can say अब जिन्होंने lesson लेना था उससे ले लिया. लेकिन उसके बाद again we were itching to go back to our practice, and again the same thing started again. So again, as I promised in the start, I won't be taking much of time. So I'll be winding up my presentation with this carry home gyan for all these three problems. When you're convincing the patient for the treatment, don't look at the budget. 1.5 lakh का patient है, 2 lakh का patient है, 1 lakh का patient है, whatever. But other aspects also, which are the ones: patient behavior. How does the patient react when you convince him? Do you know about root canal? हाँ मैंने देखे हैं वीडियो थोड़े से. Attitude sometimes conveys wrong things. Notice red flag number 1: patient cooperation. Sir, what we are saying, we are telling you the side effects of the treatment, you will have to sign those. You can say 3-pronged, you can say a 4-mark head on the forehead, a mark on the forehead, as we say 3-pronged 4-mark. माथे पे त्योड़ी जिसको बोलते हैं हिंदी में. क्यों? पहले तो कभी नहीं साइन किया. Like that. Then patient's bargaining ability. It tells you the patient is a good paymaster or a bad paymaster, going to create a problem for you later on. You gave an estimate of 1 lakh. नहीं बहुत ज्यादा है, हम तो आपको 50,000 ही देंगे. It tells you the patient is straight away reducing 50% flat off. Not a good paymaster. Have to convince very, very strongly. This is red flag, the biggest red flag. 10,000, 1 lakh se seedha 50,000, 50% off. Then patient's sheepishness. You have to, sir, pay 10,000 rupees of advance. अरे आपके पड़ोस में तो रहते हैं, आ जाएंगे पैसे, आप काम शुरू करो, कोई बात, आप काम शुरू. Red flag number 3. Patient's acceptance to documentation. पहले इतनी जगह ट्रीटमेंट करा, पहले तो कभी कहीं पे साइन नहीं किए. इसका क्या मतलब है? इसका मतलब ये है कि सारी जिम्मेवारी मेरी नहीं. इसमें तो आपने ये लिखा कि मेरे को ये पता है, मेरे को ये पता है, मेरे को ये पता है, तो मैं कैसे मान लूं कि आपको पता है? नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं मैंने साइन करना. रेड फ्लैग नंबर 5. So you need to understand that these are the factors you need to cater to, observe, keep in mind, especially long ticket. छोटे मोटे केस में एक फिलिंग, एक कनाल, एक रूट कनाल, एक क्राउन, एक का, उसमें कोई भी पैसे ना मार के जाता ना होता है. जो प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं मेडिको लीगल केसेस की, पेमेंट की, पंक्चुअलिटी की, पेशेंट बिहेवियर की, पेशेंट कोऑपरेशन की, पेशेंट एक्सेप्टेंस की, वो सारे मीडियम टू बिग टिकट केसेस में आते हैं. And these are the factors you need to notice along with that. It is not only अगर आपने convince कर लिया तो उसके पैसे की तरफ मत देखो. Don't look just at the wallet. Look at the other behaviors also. I have refused patients where everything was favorable, but the patient's willingness to sign was 0. Said, I will not sign. I said, sorry, I will not start. I refused the patient, even if the budget was 1.5 lakh. Because if the problem comes, the only problem is that in these cases, these go to the court only if, of course, there is a mishap and negligence. And if we have nothing to say, you can't rely on verbal consent for such big ticket procedures. You have to understand that part very clearly. So I won't take much of your time. I just leave you with these thoughts. And I hope that you have been put on the think mode by me in today's time. Jap naam, jap naam. So of course, thank you so much for watching this video. And this is my YouTube channel link. There are around 400 videos already on my channel on different topics in webinars. This is my contact number, my email, my website. All of the present, you can say my presence is by my name only, Dr. Bhavdeep. So again, Clubhouse, Facebook page, only the Facebook page is different because the profile is by Dr. Bhavdeep. So Facebook page has to be by Bhavdeep Ahuja, Dr. Bhavdeep Ahuja. Instagram, of course, I'll planning an Insta live also in maybe the upcoming months, depending upon the response here. So do send me your feedback. Bookers and brickbats both would be welcome in equal measure. So thank you once again, and I will stop my share for the query time if there are any in the chat box or in the FB page where we are taking this session, of course. So please do post your feedback. Please do have any, if you have any questions, please do post them. I'm just going to check them if there are. Hi, Dr. Virinda. Hi, Dr. Ramchandra. Hi, Dr. Dheeraj. Thank you so much. Hi, Dr. Gaurav. Hi, Dr. Nimish. Hi, Dr. Nusrat. Hi, Rajiv sir. Thank you, Dr. Ramchandra. So if there are any questions, thank you, Ale. How are you? So if there are any questions, I'll be happy to take them. So hi, Aarti. So I hope I have been able to put across a few things in a different mode. It is not exactly a YouTube video, which is a 5-7 minute video. It is not exactly a webinar. It is a mixture of both these two, just having minimalistic slides. You can say I have adopted a minimalistic approach in 2022. That was one of the first, you can say, upcoming changes which I have done in this year, to be very minimalistic in my approach. So you'll see as the year unfolds, many of the things would be changing at my end, and it is a conscious effort and conscious attempt to, of course, give better things to my audience. So there are no questions. So I'll see you on Thursday with Thunderous Thursdays. That will be the episode 1 of finance. As I said, there will be 26 episodes till the 30th of June. Of course, this is justly on the base of a trial basis only for the first 6 months, because a new platform is coming from my end by June end, or probably close to September. Between June and September, I will be launching a new platform, which will be a one-stop platform for all the dentists in terms of practice management, medical legal ethics, and finance. Of course, I'm working really hard for it. The planning phase is almost over. The execution phase starts in April, May. Let's see how things unfold. But in the meantime, these small encounters will keep on coming. Thank you, Dr. Aarti. Really appreciate your presence. So thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. And do join me on Mondays and Thursdays by 8:15, 8:20 p.m. for 20-25 minutes. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.